Peace and greetings, you guys. You Kimmy the Dark Lady here. I'm going to build with you guys today on sound and frequency. And the reason why I want to do this is because it's very important to understand what you're dealing with when you allow your subconscious mind, your conscious mind to take on these energies, these frequencies. And to start off, energy is everything. It's so important to know that. And how I came about learning that was through martial arts and learning how to develop my chi, which was pretty awesome, you know. So just think about how we're listening to the music today. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example with the most recent um, vibration, which is the song by Megan Stallion and Cardi B, WAP. And with that, it's very sexual. So they're working with a low vibrational energy that vibrates the sacral and root chakra. And if a person is thinking in that area, they can't use this, they can't use this. So basically, mainstream media is promoting for young girls to vibrate in their lower chakra, making them more sexual, making them more vulnerable. And with human trafficking on the rise, we don't need to introduce that type of energy to our daughters. Now, if you grown and you got a boo thing and you trying to get freaky, that's different. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for everything. It doesn't heal, it doesn't do anything you know, um, dealing with this excessive auto tune sound is crazy and low vibrational. It's not like when what's his name, Zach Rogers did it with Computer Love. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they took that idea and demonized it basically. And like I personally can't sit there and listen to auto tune fake rappers for a long period of time because it becomes draining. So this is how low vibrational energy distorts your frequency. I can give you another song, Jasmine Sullivan. She was singing I Bust the Windows Out Your Car. And when that song came out, I seen a lot of broken windows and a lot of angry women that are sick of their man and they shit. So it's like the people who are making this music, they are very aware of what they're doing. And I miss the way music is played back in my day. I'm not old, but I come from an old school. I'm an old soul. So I like some old Mary J. You know what I'm saying? Like songs that taught about love, that taught about unity, that raises the vibration. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of sexual music that deals with the art of creation, but it also deals with the art of destroying when you got a song that's about killing and, over sexualized behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's utilized in the strip club. I mean, do your thing, but at the same time, learn how to balance that frequency. Like right now in the background, you hear singing bowls. And this is just not singing bowls just to be playing it. It's a Tibetan singing bowl with 5 to 8 megahertz, which deals with healing and meditation in the heart chakra. A lot of us nowadays are out of balance with our heart chakra. We're out of balance with our throat chakra. Like a lot of us are just really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that we have to learn how to guide ourselves. Sometimes silence is more powerful than anything. But a lot of us aren't trained, so we don't use silence. We use meditations. For me, I use beads. Hold on, I'm gonna show you an example. With the beads here, I utilize sound and I utilize mantras. You know, these are powerful and they help because when you do your meditations, you can do them to yourself. You can do them out loud. Om Gom Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Gom Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Gom Ganapatiye Namaha, and so forth. This is 1,000 count beads. So while you're reciting these mantras, you're raising your vibration. You don't even have to do it out loud. You can do it in your mind and let that small, still voice resonate. Let it vibrate that pineal gland. It done been times where I just went for a walk and sat in the park and just counted these beads and did repetition. If you've seen my videos, you will know about the law of repetition, so I have done healing work with singing bowls for a friend of mine, but I have another friend of mine who's dealing with PTSD. He was a sergeant in the army, and one thing, I can't medicate him. I don't want to do that. I want to go into his frequency. I want to channel and change some energy up. So I put on a healing mantra and then I put on some binaural beats and I massaged his temples and his third eye with black seed, lavender, and I think like peppermint oil. And I just went to work on it and let the mantras do their work. Next thing you know, he went into trance. And it was hard to get him up, but yeah, he went into trance and I put his mind at ease. And I visualized whatever trauma he went through while he was in the army being removed from his body. As women, we pull energy. So I was pulling a lot of that energy from his energy so that he would, have better dreams, like lucid dreams. He won't have any flashes where he awakened from the nightmare of trying to serve this country. And I thank him for that. However, you know, we have to learn how to get into the habits of healing each other, introduce sound and frequencies to the people that we love, have them to vibrate on that M28, that 528 megahertz, so that they can vibrate from here, you know, go into that crown chakra, go into that, I mean, like, you do have frequencies for the root chakra, but when it comes to the root chakra, I would advise that to be with like sex magic, having some type of intention, you know what I'm saying? So that you can have that orgasm and release it into the universe and await the beautiful manifestation. It's dope, So with these loud frequencies, like I'm riding in the car, I don't listen to the radio, you know. One of my favorite artists is Masego. He's a new jazz artist. He plays that alto saxophone, something serious. Love him, you know. I try to listen to a lot of acoustic soul music that it does something to your spirit. I sat with my friend all day and we sipped on some wine and listened to some jazz and by the end of that day we both felt rejuvenated, revived, and it's a blessing to tap into such energy. So every time I come around my friends or whatnot, I be wanting to awaken them to the sound of frequency. You know, even with my nephews and stuff, they young. You know, one of them's a rap artist. He loves music. But I'm like, you have to be able to channel different frequencies of music, not just because something is popular, you know, because you have music that can tune your energy and raise your frequency, but you also have music that can degenerate you. You know, it doesn't have any value. Have these rappers in this era, like, they're dumb, literally, and they don't be talking about nothing. So it's like, you know, it's a young generation thing, but I try to introduce my children to different arts of music so that it could better their spirit. You know, it's a beautiful thing when you are tapped into these frequencies. Definitely, you have a long day from work or whatever, you're dealing with drama from baby mom, baby father. Turn on some frequencies, some high frequencies, some 528 megahertz, and just listen and let it take you. Another thing I've experienced, I had a headache, and I barely get those, but I had a headache this particular day, and I put on some earphones, and I pulled up Shiva, and I listened to his mantras, and it reduces headaches. I didn't have no peppermint oil or anything with me at the time. Um, One thing that's powerful about mantras is that the law of repetition of it once you recite it, once you hear it all the time, it becomes a part of every part. You know, this is the degree of as above, so below. Where the mind goes, the body must follow. So if you're listening to money mantras, that's what you're going to manifest. If you're listening to healing mantras, that's what you're going to manifest. Your body becomes programmed through your cellular DNA to, it's like becoming a part of every part, I would say. So definitely take that into mind. Practice makes perfect. You know, keep growing, keep glowing. Again, I'm your Kimmy Smith Bay, the Dark Lady, and I'm out. Peace and love.